There are three different branches of the government tree within the United States. Yeah, the land of the free. Legislative, executive, and judicial are the three branches of the federal government we'll discuss in full. The Constitution of the United States did divide the federal government into three branches to date. They did this to make sure no group or individual would have too much power or too much pull. The names of these branches will be described in full. Legislative, executive, and judicial. The legislative branch is made up of the House of the Representatives and the Senate. Collectively, they're known as Congress. The legislative branch does make laws and can declare war. Above that, they can do so much more. They regulate interstate and foreign commerce. It also controls taxing and spending policies you've learned in this course. It confirms or rejects presidential nominations for heads of federal agencies, federal judges, and the Supreme Court in the nation. When the legislative branch officially meets, they meet in the U.S. Capitol building in Washington, D.C. The executive branch of the U.S. government carries out and enforces laws so they are not bent. Here are some key roles of the executive branch. There are three I will mention. Now let's advance. The president is the first. They lead the country. They're the head of state, leader of the federal government, and commander-in-chief. The second key role in this branch is the vice president. They support the president in the U.S. government. If the president is unable to serve for any reason, the vice president becomes the president until their term is done. The third role is the cabinet, in which serve as advisors to the president, which makes them much wiser. This includes the vice president and heads of executive departments, also high-ranking officials within the government. On to the third branch of the U.S. government now, the judicial branch. We hope you make all of us proud. The judicial branch is comprised of the Supreme Court and other federal courts for what that is worth. They interpret the meaning of laws and apply laws to individual cases, and they decide if laws violate the Constitution in all places. Let's say the names of the three branches we learned in full: legislative, executive, and judicial. There are three different branches of the government tree within the United States. Yeah, the land of the free. Legislative, executive, and judicial are the three branches of the federal government we'll discuss in full.